Happy Resurrection Day from People7 on Twitter and YouTube, people elsewhere on the internet. My soaps are located at PurpleButterfly-soaps.myshopify.com and my blog, PurpleButterfly-people.blogspot.com. And I just got home from church. Awesome service. And an awesome event took place at the end of service. In the meantime, this is my Easter dress. Not wearing an Easter bonnet, but I got a pink full lace wig on, so that's technically a bonnet because it's covering my actual hair. Yeah. Okay. The sermon was in his own clothes, talking about how they put him in purple and put a crown of thorns on him and, mocked him and crucified him. And then they put him in his own they mocked him and they put the crown of thorns on him. Then they put him in his own clothes to crucify him and send him to the cross. And basically, Pastor was preaching that be in your own clothes, because in your own clothes you're comfortable. In his own clothes, he saved people, he healed people, so forth, so on. Don't deal with the fake clothes that you have to deal with when you're dealing with the public out there, because clothes don't make the man, And that's true. Clothes don't make the man, men make clothes, That's an expression I heard my whole life. And some people didn't get it, but now I think they will. In the meantime, and the mass choir was back. That was huge. Okay, since the whole pandemic, basically, the praise and worship team, only 10 members of the choir was up on stage with these plexiglass shields in front of them, doing all the singing. And today the entire mass choir took the stage. It was awesome. And that came in handy when the incident that happened at the end of the service came, because the choir was already there with several songs that they could just boom on the instant without planning or rehearsal or whatever. They had some songs they could sing. Because guess what happened? Just when they did the benediction, right before he said, "And you are dismissed," Reverend Lane came up and talked to the pastor, and the pastor immediately informed the congregation, "We can't leave yet. We're basically on lockdown." Police were on the scene. EMS was on the scene. He said, "I don't know what's going on outside, but we need you to stay in place. The police requested that we do not move," so forth and so on. Choir hit us with a song, so we got a bonus song. And then after the end of the song, we found out what was going on. A woman apparently was on her way to the hospital in labor, couldn't go any further, pulled into Corinthian Baptist Church's driveway and called 911. And yeah, so there's a baby that for the rest of his life he could say, "I'm an Easter baby." He was, they took her to the hospital, so wasn't born at the church, but went into labor at our church. The ambulances and stuff were, working on her there, so forth, so on. But the kid was born, I'm just going to claim it, the kid was born on Easter at a church. Yeah. So that's something he could say for the rest of his life, and no one could take that away from him. Awesome. Usually you hear about Christmas babies. It's rare you hear about an Easter baby. So, yeah, it's been a great day. I didn't want to say anything other than Happy Resurrection Day. It was cold out there too. It was supposed to be 55 to 60 degrees When I went to go get in my car, I swear it was 40. I'm really thankful that I grabbed that jacket back there because, well, basically I was thinking in case it rains, it's waterproof. So, I wasn't even thinking, hey, it's cold out there because it hasn't been cold for a minute. It's, springtime. But anyway, I have finished my 21 days of consecration. I couldn't give up food or fast in the normal sense because I'm diabetic. So, the sermon was, okay, you can't give up food if you're diabetic, but what can you give up? And I said, yeah, I'll give up coffee. I said it as a joke. But apparently, the conviction of the Spirit, when I went to make some coffee, when I got home that day, I went, oh, no, I can't have coffee. And for 21 days, no coffee. And it's been hard. We had a birthday celebration, coffee and cake. I can't have the coffee, I had the cake. When I wake up in the morning, I usually make a beeline for the Keurig, put some coffee on, then figure out what I'm going to do for breakfast, whether it's oatmeal or a sweet potato or, if I cook something or pancakes or whatever. But coffee is always in the equation. When I have lunch, coffee. If I just need to treat myself because I'm feeling a little down, or if there's a celebration, or, like when I did the CGM monitor and they had to take it off and do the CT and then reapply it the next day, which was a hassle, I celebrated by going to Starbucks and drinking coffee. So, of course, couldn't do that because I gave up coffee. At dinner time, I might have a glass of sugar-free drink mix. The stuff is light Kool-Aid, except for there's no sugar in it, and it's the only brand I found that tastes even remotely close to Kool-Aid. But with the fake Kool-Aid, I have coffee. Right before I go to bed, cup of coffee. So 21 days of no coffee, as soon as I end this video, I'm going to go make me some coffee because it's going to be the first cup I've had in 21 days. But God was blessing. There was certain things that you give up, for the Daniel fast, and there are certain things you give up if you can't do the Daniel fast because I'm diabetic. So, like last year when we did the Daniel fast, there were times when my sugar level dropped dangerously low. So I knew I couldn't do it again this year because I found out the hard way. It's hard to get your levels up when your sugar levels crash. If they're too high, there's certain things you could do, and the metformin, the Januvia helps keep you level. But when you crash and bottom out, it's harder to get back up to any kind of normal level. That takes a few days instead of, hey, I need to eat, So I didn't risk it this year, but I gave up coffee, and I'm going to show you this. Hold up. When I went to the store and got coffee as part of my normal grocery shopping, I bought this because it's the Colombian blend, which is a medium dark. It's a strong coffee flavor, this close to the espresso taste, which is what I like, because some coffees, they be like weakling blend, and yeah. And I seen this when I was leaving that part of the store, and I went, ooh, Starbucks has a mocha in the Keurig form. So, of course, and that was on a Sunday on my way home from church. And then that's when they discussed the 21-day consecration, and I'm going, oh, that starts today. So, of course, that meant I couldn't drink this. And now that the fast is over, because you could tell this box is unopened, I'm going to pop this thing open right now and have myself at least 1 cup. But I know me, it's going to be 2, because I'm going to put it in my favorite cup, which holds 24 ounces. So basically, that would be a venti peppermint mocha without whipped cream, because 1, I don't have whipped cream here, and 2, I stopped using whipped cream when I became diabetic because Starbucks doesn't have a sugar-free whipped cream. And it took a minute to get used to the no whipped cream, but I found out something. When you put that drizzle of whipped cream on top of your coffee, that's 150 calories if it's regular whipped cream, which is what they use. And I was going to Starbucks 6 times a day. I drink coffee all day, every day. Think about that. 6 things of peppermint mocha or venti macchiato or whatever, all of with 150 calories of whipped cream on top of it. 2 times is 1 meal. So guess what happened when I gave up whipped cream on top of my coffee? I'm down to 218 pounds. So, you know, my goal was 220. And when I was trying to exercise, trying to diet, nothing was moving. The only thing I did was give up whipped cream and Kool-Aid, and I'm under my goal weight, you know. And my sugar level is 6.2 and holding, well, my A1C rather. And if I can get my A1C down to 5 point anything, I'll be happy. But I'm ecstatic with the 6.2 because if you recall when I started out, it was 15.7 and they put me in the hospital and they gave me insulin and all of these learning curves. It was a rough year. So, yeah. So, I basically have resurrected my spirit on the diabetes. My levels are stable. I'm fin to resurrect this coffee, drink it, have a good time with it. And here's the thing about Keurig and flavored coffee. Coffee basically has 10 calories if you add nothing to it. No creamer, no sugar, no whipped cream, 10 calories. Well, actually, no, that's incorrect. It's 0 calories. If you add your basic powdered non-dairy creamer, that's where you get the 10 calories from. Sugar is 16 calories per teaspoon. The whipped cream is 150. This is just flavor, so there's literally no calories in it. It is still 0 calories. I was trying to look on here to see. Ground coffee from Arabica beans, natural flavors. 0 calories. So, yeah, that works. Oh, you can actually recycle the pot. I never noticed that before. But, yeah. But, you know what? You only get 10 in here. And it costs the same amount as if you had half a container of that. So, basically, these are for special days. Not for every day. So, yeah. It's Resurrection Day. There's an Easter baby being born right at my church. And the consecration of 21 days is over. So, celebration time. Yeah. So, I hope you had a happy Easter, a happy Resurrection Day, a happy Seder, whichever celebration is in line with your faith. Have a wonderful one. This has been People of Seven on Twitter and YouTube, People at elsewhere on the internet. My soaps located purplebutterfly-soaps.myshopify.com. My blog, purplebutterfly-people.blogspot.com. Y'all stay blessed, stay tuned. Bye now. And now that I'm home, I can take this clip out of my hair. I started to wear my hair to church. This was going to be the Easter style. And then I went outside and the wind hit and my hair went everywhere. It's like, there's no way I'm going to be able to comb this and keep it neat the whole time. So literally this was in my car and I'm going, hey, I'm wearing yellow. There's a clip. So I just, clipped it up. And yeah, so now I'm home. I can be me. And yeah, the glasses are snagging their hair, but I don't care. I'm finna go enjoy my coffee. Y'all enjoy y'all day. Bye now.